gamers? What's going on? Good evening, happy Wednesday. Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to Returners Hideout number 330, the Prince of the Squad. We are here. We are ready for some Final Fantasy TCG action. I bet the players, you know what? I bet they're already cooking. Let's go ahead and let's jump in. We're gonna watch ourselves a little Brian versus Greg round one. See what's going on. Might be a little bit of a quicker one tonight. We got a round robin action. Still 3 rounds as usual. Just less tables. All right. Quick one today. You're at work. Hey, that's right. I think we're having a quick one too. You know, so that's the theme this week. In and out. Everybody's got to get their taxes done. All right, folks. Oh, we are quite late to get to this one. Let's go ahead and get the game up on the screen. Treddy, what's going on? Welcome to stream. Alright, on the left here we've got Greg. And on the right we've got Mr. Brian. Oh my goodness, it's Xavier's first birthday today! Dude, that's crazy. Today you became RBX sire. I remember when you were just a young RB sire. And you've sired another. Oh my goodness, happy first rotation around the sun to Xavier. So cool, man. That's awesome. I bet you are a happy and proud dad. Rightfully so. Alright, let's look at what's going on here. So, this is Greg's kind of recent, I want to say it's his signature, because it kind of has been his thing since he's seen Olmia. I think he's really been excited about leaning into this angle on Water Lightning, and then you've kind of seen like his love for Scions in Final Fantasy XIV has bled through into the different version of Final Fantasy, or of Water Lightning that he was trying, and they kind of just smashed in the middle together, and now he's got this like Final Fantasy XIV angle, but it's very much still doing like Olmia and Ash stuff. It's pretty cool. So let's look at, we've got Koana, which of course he looks for a 14 character across tour list, and we just play the Oriandra to get the backup line going. And the whole gimmick of this deck is it plays like a mono water deck on the backup line because Oriandra can tap for lightning. So you let him just tap for 2 colors. Solves your lightning problem, as does discarding lightning cards, right? There's plenty of those. But you get to play mono water backups to take advantage of a cool card like Ash, man, which is awesome. Golbez coming down, new Golbez. You know, he's gonna search for a monster 3, lets it play it on the field. Oh my god. Folks. No! He can activate the magic pot! No! What? Put magic pot in a form with... Okay. Oh my god. For another Rosa? Dude. Dude! Okay, hold on, dude. This is cool as hell. And then you trigger again, go get another 4 forward, dog. Dog. Holy shit. Dude, oh my god, I'm pretty sure Tori has been quoted somewhere as talking some crazy shit about Magic Pot. I think this is so funny. Or look what they're doing. Look what they've done. Oh my god. I mean, Magic Pot has always been troll, but this is crazy. The fact that you can activate it, because it is so interesting. I mean, it's like, it's just, right now, it's just very cool, and it's very interesting. I don't know how crazy good it is yet, but it's is really cool and interesting. I mean, this was obviously like super neat. If you control 4 or more 4 characters, break it. What the dude? This man has pulled another brand new Final Fantasy IV deck out of his pocket. Sorry guys, I'm getting distracted. Alright. Dude, this is I'm kind of losing it over this. This was so fun. Just what a fun thing to get to see first today, dude. The Magic Pot, who's trying to counter itself by entering the field dull, and then you pop it back up with the Golbez. I mean, now you're playing a Golbez to effectively Renoa your Rosa, right? So again, I'm still like, the more I think about it, I don't know how much I'm saying it's really good or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's really interesting and it's super cool. That's where I'm at. I haven't gotten any further than that yet right now. Yeah, it's not quite like cracking an Opus 1 Golbez, that's for sure. Old Bezzy boy. Now there she is, dude. Ash, 1 CP Ash, coming down, taking somebody out. It's gonna be the Edge, looks like. Interesting. Just because we want to attack? New Kane? Yeah, dude, there are an awful lot of Final Fantasy IV characters in Lightning, huh? And then this new Cecil. I still don't know how I feel about this guy. And Seymour finding his way in here feels kind of shoehorned in. I mean, we haven't seen the ice stuff yet, but you can go get it. I mean, the thing about Rosa is, well, it's forward. So she goes and gets any 4 thing. But no, she just gets the forward. So yeah, Rydia, here she is. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Add a category 4 card among them to your hand, which is pretty much, yeah, most of the cards in our deck. Get that X-ray out of here. So we added Mist Dragon. How very flavorful. Rydia reveals Mist Dragon from the deck. Thanks, Mom. Add 1 category 4 card to your hand, other than the bottom of the deck in any order. Then you can tap, put Rydia in the break zone, choose a 4/4 to get plus 2k power until the end of the turn. So a little 2-drop 4k that replaces itself. I mean, hey, that's not bad. It's kind of, you know, it's a little snoozer, but it's not bad. Golbez swinging through. He's got the big 9, and he'd be happy to play another one. But just block. I mean, I guess not, because this can attack. This just came in. This can attack. You take 2 damage, but that's fine. Block with Ash. You get to play another Ash. Another Golbez for him right now isn't happening. He's tapped on backups. He has 2 cards in his hand. Sure. Hey, you trade that. Or sorry, you are the one with 2 cards in. He has 3 cards in his hand, but still. Still. I'm just so happy that it's Xavier's birthday, his first birthday today. Time flies, man. Can't believe it. Okay, Thancred. Big Thanny. So Thanny Cred comes down. He's of course got all the Scion judges, so he counts. Actually, he more cares about what colors you have down as far as number of lightning and water characters. He counts them up, and he says when he enters the field, he can play a forward of cost equal or less to the number of water characters you control. So right now we have 1, 2, 7. So we're gonna go for the Olmia. And then his other thing is when he attacks, you choose an active forward opponent controls, and if its cost is equal to or less than the number of lightning forwards and backups, you break it. Sorry, it is technically forwards and backups, so he does not count monsters. But Olmia is going to search the deck for an Ash. When you know it, we still have these 2 backups up, so we can just tap 1 for 1 CP and play the Ash, and then kill the Rydia blocker here, come in for another 2. And Olmia can haste the Thancred, which I always forget. This is so gross, dude. Yeah, you can actually play Ash to kill the Hooded Man, Olmia haste the Thancred, and kill the Rydia. Dude, I like this a lot, man. This is a cool deck from Greg, and he's been doing some neat stuff with the Olmia. And you know me, I'm just a sucker for Final Fantasy 11 cards. How can you not be? I mean, this Olmia putting in... dude, this is just such a cool card, and the art is sick, and... it works well with one of my favorite cards, which is the Ash. I think that this is something that I might have to put together. My roommate opened a full art of this card, dude, and I have to fleece it from him. And by that I just mean trade him something that he likes. Alright, we've got Cecil's Cecil's for days in damage. We got Light Boys, we got Dark Boys. Pick your poison, ladies. I don't know if we like do we like shadowy Dark Knight Cecil? Is like broody, moody, but a bad boy, or like, do we like, dude? I mean, he's serving right now a little bit. And then there's the Hooded Man, dude. This is just kind of like the good-looking boys deck. And you got a bunch of just fantasy cat people on the other side of the table. All right. Thancred got to get in. So we did we searched the Ash and held it, huh? Let's take a look here real quick. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's do this. Zoop. He played the Olmia. Oh, and he got another Thancred. That's interesting. Basically saying, like, if you're gonna leave the Thancred on the table, that's good for me. And if you remove him, I've got another one. I am shocked he didn't go get an Ash. I guess let's look at his... There's 1 in damage. I'm gonna be less shocked when I see 2 and never mind. Okay, I'm 0% shocked, because they're all gone. 2 in his discard pile, 1 in his damage. That's probably why the Olmia search was like kind of slow when he did it, and he didn't just snap grab one of those Ashes. So we get to haste the Thancred. Mancred himself gets to attack, and we'll just kill the blocker with him, and we get to leave the Hooded Man up. Rosa number 3 resolving this game. Interesting, leaving the backups away so we can do something else. She's searching for a Final Fantasy IV forward, adding it to hand. It does seem like this deck is way more about playing the 4 drops off of her ability instead of using its the option to play multiple things that add up to 4. Oh, we're gonna get Zeromus. Maybe we've got a little... Is there a 1-drop? Okay, gets to freeze a character, and we're gonna freeze the Thancred down. That feels pretty good. So Thancred can't attack next turn, he won't activate. That also makes the fact that Greg searched the Thancred to his hand like a little bit of a... Like, yeah, I'm not going to attack that guy, I'm not removing that guy. You can't even use him for like to force a trade or anything like that. So it just means that... he's stuck there, and the card in your hand is dead for anything other than CP. So you love that, because Brian's got to slow this shit down. He has to stop himself from dying. He's only got 1 point of damage left he can take. and he still has to find a way to win. So he's doing it here. I mean, attacking with the Zoroark to get a second freeze in. It's effectively the same as letting this stay up and chump this guy. So I like that a lot because we're allowed to establish the pressure while keeping attackers down on Greg's side of the table. Then over here we've got Leo coming in, one of the best neutral plays in the game, little king from Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. I was just talking about this game today earlier with some of my friends. I did not even realize that this is not even like a real released game. It's like a WiiWare. So that's kind of this is kind of funny. But they said it kind of felt a little mobile-y, and now it totally makes sense to me why Leo is here dressed up in like a sailor outfit when I'm used to seeing him like a little king. Anyway, Zoroark comes in, which is a Final Fantasy 14 character. And so he cares about how many 14 characters you have. He sees that you've got a whole lot. We've got all these cat boys and bun boys on the back line. All kinds of folks out here. In fact, looks like it's a total of like 7, 4, 5, 6, 7 Final Fantasy 14 characters. So he's got 2,000 power and haste. And when he attacks, he gets to just break a forward. So pretty powerful stuff. And we revived him. Oh, we rezzed him with the Lena at the end of the turn. And the opponent just says, good game, yeah. So we used Lena to bring Zoroark back from the discard pile at the end of our opponent's turn, so that when our turn starts, he's already on our side of the field, so he can attack, because he doesn't have any summoning sickness. And he's able to kill one guy straight up by himself on attack, so between him killing something, the lightning, yeah, it's just, we're going to get through. Because he gets through, he attacks, he kills something, something has to block him because they're 6 damage. Then they must block one of these ladies, and then it's all over. I mean, I guess he could do it in a way, you know, right? Like, technically, does he live? Because this just gives something haste. He just breaks one thing, and she's already here. So you could attack with this guy. Oh, no, because you just break the AK. Yeah, duh, because he breaks the thing on attack. Yeah, okay. Alright, all done. Good game. Going to the next. FFCC My Life as a King is the dopest game. I played so much in college. Yeah? Alright, hell yeah, okay. I had no idea. I've never played it. My friends seemed like they really enjoyed playing it. She said she played a lot of it on the Wii, but I had never played it. I was just talking about how there are so many Final Fantasy like games and spin-offs that everybody kind of has their own like little pocket of Final Fantasy where they are like the games that they love, that they're obsessed with, and like reasons that they love the franchise extend in really interesting ways to deep corners of the game's library, you know? Alright, this game's wrapped up. Let's switch to table, or actually let me check results. Let me go to the Hideout. Greg with the Submarino, brother. Thank you. Enjoying this new deck. Hey, dude, I love this deck a little bit. Kind of cooking over here, man. Very cool how you like have like. It's funny because you were doing the 14 stuff already by itself. Then you're like, no, I'm gonna try doing this with the Ash stuff. And then it's funny that you kind of were like, well, wait, this also just works with some of this 14 stuff, and landed somewhere back in like the middle. And I think it's a really fun marriage of like the thing that you like to do in the space you like to, the sandbox you like to play in, right? But still very new, very cool, and very strong. And I love how it takes advantage of this card. Very neat stuff. Anyway, enough glazing Greg. It does look like results are in for Table 1 and Table 2. Yeah, it's cool to see it kind of evolve week to week, man. For sure. And I love an excuse to play 7-drop Thanker, dude. Yeah. I mean, it's really one of the only times I've ever seen him do some work. The fact that Olmia can haste him is really cool. I mean, that's some neat synergy. I like that a lot. Alright, we've got the results in. So Greg took a 7-3 over Brian in Table 1. Table 2, Connor 7-2 over DJ. Alright, moving on to the next one, boys. So, Chad, do you guys enjoy one or more of those two decks? Do we want to see that crazy Golbez stuff again? and see what else is cooking with the Final Fantasy 4 deck, or do we want to watch Greg play against the opponent here? So we've got Connor Finnegan and DJ Brock. We don't know what's what. We're gonna have a little bit of double dipping in all the games tonight. So anybody feels any kind of way, I'll go there. Let me get the pairings up, dude. so it looked cool and it was really cool, but I was sitting there and I started to think after the dust settled, I was like, we played the Golbez to go get the pot to just reactivate itself. Then we paid to activate the pot to snap off the Rosa, and I was like, I feel like we could have just played Renoa. It was really fucking cool. It was really fucking cool. But at the end of it, I was like, damn, I think that was actually just a really expensive flicker on Rosa. A better line? I bet there was, dude. Once you start getting into that spot, it's like you can do such crazy stuff that you feel like the only thing holding you back is you haven't played it enough. You know what I mean? You haven't explored all the lines. It's like you're driving on the course. You've been racing on all of these tracks in Mario Kart 64, having the time of your life, and then they hit you with Yoshi's Valley. You turn left around the corner and you go, what the fuck is this? And you gotta parse all kinds of noodly things before you have any idea what you're looking at. You go, okay, we gotta do this a couple times. Then I'll know which way I wanna go. And then I'll have a backup plan for when that way is blocked. Alright, round 2 going up right now, folks. Alright, folks, pairings are up. Pairings are up. Go ahead and get down into the tables. I've been disconnected from the game. What a shame. Alright, we're gonna have to switch. Alright, let's poke. I think let's watch the Brian versus Connor Finnegan game. And if we load it up and Connor is playing like... This is not going to be true, but Connor's just playing exactly the same deck Greg is playing, we'll check the other game out. But... I'm sure he's doing his own thing. It was very neat to see the Golbez stuff, and Brian saying that he had maybe a better line or something crazier he could have done with the Magic Pot. I would like to see it. So let's fire that up. And then don't worry, we'll make sure we get eyes on DJ before the end of the night. Even though it will likely be a DJ Brian game. Like, kind of no matter how you slice it, we're going to see somebody twice and then a third time here, but nature of the beast. Alright. I hope you guys will forgive me for lying to you, because we put up the switching tables scene, and we are in fact pairing the next round. I beg for your forgiveness. Alright. Hey guys, I'm not going to say stuff like this too much this stream, because we're not, I don't know, supposed to say things for whatever reason until a certain date. But like, I don't know, if you were like interested in the timing of certain things coming up in the near future, I maybe made like, I would maybe look at like my Twitter and just check out what I'm excited about how busy my upcoming month is. I really don't Twitter too much, but I encourage somebody to go just follow me or something. I don't know. Anyway, round 2. They're here for us to spectate. Let's go look at table 1. I've got like Hagrid follow the spiders energy. Like, if anyone were wanting to find out some stuff, I'd have to tell them follow the Twitter. Yep. Alright, we've got Alhanalem. Man, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles fans are eating good tonight. Then we've got old Sid Polendina coming down and doing a little boop, searching for Final Fantasy 4 characters. So we surely went and got the... Oh, we got Cecil. Interesting. Maybe we're going a different direction this time. What the helly? Oh, is that Rice, dude? What's going on, brother? How's life? Plavad? Dude, look at him in his little black mage getup. This is my life as king as well. Dude, look at all these... Dude, what is going on? Dude, this is crazy today. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. What is... What? What? I'm dropping a nuke on that. Hold on, dude. We must be doing something right. We're getting the box back again. Alright. Nice try. Banhammer. Where were the mods on that one? Mods? Oh, we're doing a little Edward combo. Okay, let's talk about this, because I think this is cool. Oh, we actually... Sorry, this is the newer Harley, but still neat. So she can search for job Bard, or card name Bard, and of course, Harley meant to work with Edward. So we do search out the new Edward at the end of your turns, choose a forward you control, activate it. But what I'd like to see is the old... there's a Harley that makes your Edward cheaper. I think that would be cool. Or using this to search for the summon cancel Edward would also be sick. This guy's cool too. He's got Haste March, aka like a Chocobo Mazurka for those familiar. Activate all the characters you control. Only during your opponent's turn. What? Interesting. What's my Twitter account? It's my last name and my first name. Okay, we're doing crystal stuff, so we didn't even talk about what's going on the other side of the table. I got all distracted. Vinny the Pooh, Connor, is playing Ice, Wind, Crystals. It looks like the Remnants are here. Of course, the Remnants are really, really strong crystal generator cards. Not so much the Laws, but the Yazoo and the Kadaj are really powerful spenders as well. Look at that, we're already up to 3 crystals, sitting easily on 3, ready for Bards to come. Things are feeling pretty good if you're a crystals enjoyer these days. Alright. But I am excited, guys, that the Final Fantasy trading card game Materia Cup schedule will be released on Friday this week. Huh? Friday? Anybody? Come on. That's going to be sick. We're going to hear all about it. And we're going to see where the different locations are going to be. And I cannot wait to welcome you guys to sunny Raleigh here shortly. Quite shortly. I know that the dates we're not allowed to confirm yet. They want to wait until they make their announcement and they have everything locked in. But those tickets will be going live on Friday at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but shortly after you get your information about when and where. And I, for one, am looking forward to finding out when and where for many of these events. I want to know what my year is going to look like, where I'm traveling to, who I'll be seeing, where I'll be seeing you, what we'll be playing, and who we'll be playing with. You know, and I'm excited. as always. Every year is more and more fun. So yeah, usually we are at the end, man. Usually Raleigh is one of the last. We're actually going to be the first Materia Cup this time, so that is going to be a little interesting. It's going to be a little different. I'm just happy that yours truly doesn't have to figure out a deck for the first Materia Cup. You guys can solve all that. I'm just going to bring it to the rest of the world for you. So, of course, we'll be streaming the RBA Returners. We'll be streaming the event. I have not solved everything else yet as far as details for the event with who's helping out and what, but we will get there shortly, and we'll have details out for you as soon as we can post them, See you there. Hopefully. Alright, Golbez is doing his thing. Now this time it looks like just some Shadow Dragon synergy. Wait, what did we... How did we... Oh, we Larsa for Theodore. Sorry, they both still have the color on them. So Golbez went and got a Shadow Dragon. What did we kill with Shaddy Draggy? Laz? Okay, so Laz dies. Shadow Dragon kills the Laz. Then, we play the Larsa and we add Theodore to our hand. So this is interesting, Theodore. Win Theodore from Opus 25. You can't be broken by things that don't deal damage. When he enters the field, you can just add a card with Warp back to your hand. Oh, that's right, the new Kane has Warp, doesn't he? So that's kind of interesting little synergy there. Yo! Camelot! Final Fantasy 11 gamers, rise up. This is Camelot. This screenshot of Camelot is taken from the final boss fight of this expansion, Rise of the Zealot. And he is popping off right here, using his special defensive ability. And FFTCG, what's he doing? Well, he's choosing one forward the opponent controls, and he's dull freezing it, and then gains a crystal. So he's just, him and Elnarsh and Camelot are kind of crystal related in this set, which I think is some fun synergy, because I think that's some fun synergy because Camelot and Elnarsh are trying to do some weird crystal manipulation shit in the game, so it's like cool flavor. I know Dallas is going to be August 1st and 2nd. Oh, well, they definitely weren't supposed to tell you that, but it's... I mean, of course, I think it's crazy to not tell people, right? But I gotta... I'm not about to get my ability to tell people stuff taken. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Go on down to nice, cool Dallas, Texas on August 1st and 2nd. Hey! Now, I don't even know where they're all going to be or anything like that, guys. I just, you know, the individual locations are not supposed to say anything until Square says something. That's all. We tried. Alright, we've got Radia holding it down here. Old Shaddy Dragon. Dude, I think it's really neat. So Shadow Dragon, this card came out in Opus 20. He's a hero. He didn't see a lot of play. He's a good rate, right? You can play this guy and he just breaks it forward to 3 or less. So the fact that he is a 3-drop that breaks a 3-drop just straight up, and then on top of that is a monster 0 cost that can just become a dude. So he kind of has that, you know, built-in evasion. It's hard to interact with him because he's not a dude until you want him to be, and it costs nothing to turn him into a dude when you want him to be. But he just didn't really have a home. He didn't have great synergy. He didn't have a Golbez to play with. And now that there's a Golbez that cares about monsters, this guy's like a no-brainer in this Golbez list. And I think it's really cool to see how well Shadow Dragon works when he actually has some good synergies. Brother, I mean, I really can't help you with that one. You're gonna have to use your noggin. I highly doubt I would be talking about one of those two things. Alright, I'm from there sometimes. I think I'm just kind of always from there. But it is no longer where I live. Sophia, dude! Hey, look at this lady hanging out here, taking the stage. Black Mage. She's looking like a Black Mage, I guess. When Sophia enters the field, you may pay 1 crystal. When you do, select one of the 2 following actions. She can just snap a monster and Twain, dude. She can also choose a forward that costs 5 or more and break it. And it looks like she did just that. So, Sophia comes down for 3, and she spends a crystal. Talking about 3-drops punching over their weight here. She's just gonna come down and kill the Golbez, which is sick. Shadow Dragon being a little orphaned out here. Little Orphan Annie Shadow Dragon. Dude, and speaking of cards that gotta come, I mean, Sid Highwind was seeing play. He was seeing play in anything that had green Final Fantasy VII cards in it, because of course he was. But this card is such a crazy upgrade, this set, with the remnants in the ice list, and the fact that the Ice Wind has like those strong crystal synergy cards. He's just so cool in those decks, being able to get multiple remnants so that you have enough remnants in your discard pile to remove 2, or the enter effect to get those crystals. It's just really neat. And I think that Sid Highwind has always been a good card, but now he is really kind of more than he was ever before. He's certainly hitting his stride. Plus that damage 5, he gets to play one just straight up. I mean, I know that we almost never get there, but it's nice. Star Sybil! Wait. In here? Searching for what? Shintoto? I mean, look, I love Star Sybil since Opus 5, dude. Searches your deck for a Final Fantasy 11 character, puts one into play, is pondering the orb. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we like about Star Sybil. I mean, Shintoto just seems like the only target, and maybe we just wanted the ability to break Star Sybil to play the 6 or less. Maybe like that's part of our like crazy combo-y stuff that we can do here. I don't know, maybe that could be interesting. Yeah, I mean, it worked, right? We EX burst it, and then we searched for the Shintoto. Even we just did it to remove Kadaj and Sophia, but sure. There goes Rydia. We can still attack with our Shadow Dragon, though. Go, Shadow Dragon! Attack! Oh my god, dude, another EX. Do you want to put Shadow Dragon back in your opponent's hand? Well, it depends. Are you about to be playing a 3 cost or less? I think drawing the card and gaining the crystal, since that only happens when it gets bounced back, I don't take this EX. I think I leave it there. And that's exactly what he did. He left it there. He did not take the EX burst. He did not return Shadow Dragon to hand. He did not pass go. He did not collect $200. And I think that's probably the better choice there. As good as it feels to get something for free, you don't want to take something and put yourself in an even worse position just because it was free. No free lunch or something like that. Oh, and there's Bart's. There's old Butts himself. I love this art, dude. He's just hanging out. He's giving his bird little scritches. Look at that chocobo. Look at how happy it is. Come on. You tell me Bogo's not just like these guys are in love, dude. Boy love. Scholar coming down. Got a fly fit. Adding a crystal. All right, so we get the Barts. We end up just playing Kadaj removing 2 more crystals, and look at that. We're right back to the 4 crystals, as if we never played the Barts and spent the 3. And that's what's so nice about this color combo right now, is what feels so good about Barts and everybody, is just that that ability to get the crystals generated so easily. It makes using the crystal cards, the ones that care and depend on you having those crystals in play for them to function properly or to get the most out of them, so much better, because you just way more consistently have crystals. You're not like bending over backwards to get them, or where it used to feel like a lot before, was you would generate a lot of crystals. You'd be like, man, I'm sitting on all these crystals, it feels so good. And you would spend it down to like 1, and you would never see more than 2 crystals at a time ever again. You know, like Lucio is the only thing, and he wouldn't stick. So I really think that the adding that was good. Seymour Blacks. Seymour saying, how about you go ahead and just don't freeze those 2 characters and discard a card from your hand, my man. EX burst on Chocobo. This man is a burst machine. What are you supposed to do about this? Oh my god, it is nothing but action, dude. Yoshikiri is not what we think. We took the Shantoto, really? Interesting. Very, very interesting. Keeping the pressure all the way on, man. Alright, so we play the Yuffie, and now this Yuffie is another great new card from this latest set. Another Final Fantasy VII card that cares about crystals in wind here. This Yuffie generates another 2. This is the common theme. All the generators on forwards in this set generate 2 crystals at a time. It feels so good. She generates those 2 crystals and removes cards. Removing cards from their break zone can be really strong, can disrupt a lot of combos. Then she's got 3 different spenders. One just, of course, gives her plus 1k haste. One is that she can't be chosen by abilities till the end of the turn. But the third one is for 2. She can just take 2 crystals and choose a forward and deal it 8,000 damage. So, pretty strong. If you start doing that 4th one too much, you just run out of crystals. But, man, they sure replenish the bridge pretty quickly here. Ooh! Alright, what are we doing? How am I driving, brother? It seems like you're driving good to me. Although, I have to say it's really ironic that that's your username, considering, you know, just considering. We can just leave it there. I mean, it's not your fault. You are driving fine, but, yeah, your feedback on how you're driving maybe is getting tested quite a lot. Yeah, very ironic. Yeah, very ironic. Maybe prophetic, even. Two crystals, AK. Boom, boom! Like a crystal shuriken. "12-year-old me will never believe what happens." Oh, by the way, you picked a great screen name, and I'll tell you why later. Or rather, you'll see. Can't wait for this Friday. Hey man, it's gonna be so nice. We get some announcements of some dates, of some locations. I'm so excited to see people so soon. I'm so excited to know where I'll be traveling to this year to see you guys. It's gonna be good, man. A lot of rumors floating around. A lot of rumors floating around about wheres and whens. But I don't know all of them. I have not heard 6 rumors, that's for sure. Some of you guys might be better informed than me. I mean, I didn't find out question mark number of rumors. Fuck. I don't know how many rumors. Yeah, I'm just ready for some positive news, man. You guys know the drill. Rumors? Yeah, look, I mean, I can only confirm our, you know, that our store is hosting one, and obviously I know the stuff for our store. I say our store, obviously I'm not, you know, involved in the store, but just the stuff setting up and everything. But, you know, some people in here were just saying that some people were sharing some info in their store's Discord, so that's interesting. You know, the information gets around, but I don't have it all yet. Dude, did Yang stuff just happen? And I was looking at other stuff. Oh my god. How many things did we kill with Yang? We didn't. Wait. We discarded a Larsa and killed Kadaj, okay. Oh my god, dude. Guys, this game has been crazy for EX. Camel Knot, Titus, Chocobo on this side. Then on this side we hit the star symbol that we apparently play a one of randomly star symbol to hit this Chantoto. Maybe there's more than the one, but I don't know, man. I guess it's mostly to also crack it so that you can just do big, like, Magic Pot combo turns or something, but wow, yeah, no. Then you got Hooded Man, who's the only non-EX, and Thwarted. Search your deck for any card, not bad. 0 locals in Ohio again this year. I don't know anything about Ohio, brother. Unfortunately, I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Also, I don't think we know anything about LQs. Hopefully now. Oh my god. Throwing the shade at the Ohio boys. I love the Ohio lads. And I always love that they come down to our events in Raleigh here. And I'm hoping to see you boys in the very near future. Oh, sorry, I get it, I see what you mean. No, my bad. I read it incorrectly. Yeah, hopefully there will not be 0 locals in Ohio again. No, I got you. Yeah, no LQ stuff yet. Oh, you're good, man. My bad. My bad. Okay, so the Icewind... Oh, there he is, dude. There's Vaughn. Yeah, that's the guy. This is the guy. Dude, if Irving Diaz didn't make this card sing, man. So Vaughn is... I took this card to Nats last year because it's just one-sided board wipes, man. You're staring down the barrel of an 8K to the board from this Sky Pirate. We don't even have a board worth 8K'ing on Brian's side of the table. I'll be in Ohio for 2 weeks in the summer visiting in-laws. Yeah, I mean, that would be really convenient. If there was a big event where you just so happen to already be traveling, you know, paying the money to get there, spending the time in the area. We take that serendipity. For sure. Folks, I need a beverage. I need a drink. I like how I reminded Muhammad to do his taxes today by making a joke. And he had to write, he's like, thank you, I needed this reminder. Hopefully I said that and maybe at least one of you guys is like, oh shit. Open it up. Get your taxes done. I have a feeling that there will be LQ information alongside this Friday's announcements. Well, there you go. My impression from the last communications that I was part of was that might be following this stuff, but I don't know. Yeah. It was basically like, if you can't do this, we hope to coordinate with you for one of these in the future. And I don't mean in the future, but it was like, you know, it was clearly implied that it was coming next. Oh, I don't know about that. I would expect those things to be completely unrelated to each other as far as, like, you know, them deciding when to do them. It's just kind of like when they're ready. If anything, probably one thing at a time. Like, it's probably they do the thing on Friday and they're like, oh man, okay, geez. Now that that's done, let's move on to the next thing. But maybe. I mean, who knows? The thing is, they could do any of that stuff. I always think it's so funny when people try to assign, like, made-up rules to things that just don't have rules. Like, when they're like, oh, they never would do X or Y or Z. It's like, they never said that. They could do that. They also might just, like, not like doing something, and then you change your mind sometimes, or there's special circumstances for things, or... But, like, rarely is there, like, a Bible somewhere that tells them what exactly they should or should not, or can or cannot. Oh, Magna Rotor, dude. A big mag. I love this guy. This Final Fantasy VI Chad enters the field. So Magna Rotor just cares about if you're playing, he's like the ice wind check guy. So he checks if you have ice characters and wind characters, and the two things he gets to do. If it's ice characters, you get like a Thoughtseize type thing, like a Zidane type thing, reveal their hand, you pick a card. And then if you have the wind characters, this guy gets haste. So, I mean, I'll tell you what, I think, did we just use a Shantoto from our hand? Yeah, so we just used the Shantoto crystal ability. We've dulled all the blockers, and Magna Rotor has haste. I mean, we're coming in for lethal here. We're coming in for the game here, baby. Why don't you just scoot those blockers? And we've got 2 crystals on deck to 8k the Shadow Dragon if this guy activates, so that's pretty funny. Oh, Shadow Dragon. It makes sense for them to get those out too. Oh, sure, brother. Well, it makes sense for them to announce this stuff 2 months ago, right? We're not in the world of just what makes sense. It's just, I think that what I've been seeing from them seems very much like people who normally are way above the people who deal with this are the ones dealing with it, and it is like something that is forced to be important because of the time-sensitive nature of it, but it does not seem like it is one of the 10 most important things on this guy's plate. So it's a little bit just, you know, just kind of a shitty. It's shitty. I totally agree. It's shitty, man. It just kind of also is what it is. And they're going through it like just kind of one step at a time. They're eating the elephant one bite at a time. Sometimes it's a lot harder to get something back on track when you let it go real bad for a while than, you know, to just pick something up from somebody. So. Oh, a hydrate! Thank you, Mohammed. How are those taxes looking, brother? How's that return? Tell me it's filed. How do your taxes go? We're talking federal and state now, Mohammed. It sucks. Guys, come on, are you talking? I actually, for the first time in like 5 years, I didn't owe them money. Not that I usually owe them a lot of money, but it's an amount, right? I got like $80 back this year, guys. It's time to throw a fucking party. I got 80 bucks, dude. Where are we going? Whoa, what materia cup am I paying for on the government dime, baby? $80. Sign me up. What are you guys thinking? Where are we going? Viridian, brother. Thank you so much for the Subarino. Oh, I hope to see you soon. At beep on beep date. Ash. Oh, we're doing an Ash on a 4 Bagos. All right, so I'm poking in on the other table. I'm kind of seeing what I'm seeing here. This table 1 got reported. So all right, we're swapping. It's a hot swap, folks. Watch out. Shoo, shoo. All right, hot swap. Thankfully, I never put the names up on the screen because I'm a bad host, so I don't have to fix them now that I've switched tables. So this is Greg on the bottom, and this is DJ on the top. Greg has got his mono water deck. So I guess it's a water lightning deck cosplaying as a mono water deck. I was gonna say a mono water deck cosplaying as a lightning deck, but that's just not true at all. If you were to take a glance at this table right now, you wouldn't even know that there were purple cards in here. Meanwhile, on the other side of the table, back at the ranch, we're going, it is an Earth Wind Crystal. So this is the Irving Diaz special, baby. Irving Diaz is an Earth Wind Crystals enjoyer. He qualified for Nationals last year on Earth Wind Crystals, and he's been playing a lot of it recently. And so it's funny because I think that DJ plays a lot against random people on Octagon, and I bet they've had quite a few pickup games with each other. And I would be shocked if this was not directly inspired by Irving. Have to fix your withholdings because you owe too much? Yeah, you gotta swap that up. Also financially illiterate. That doesn't help. That's where you gotta pay a guy. Sounds like just enough money to get you to game theory. That's right, brother. Yeah, you know what? It might be just enough money to cover my own travel and meals to work for Square Enix for a weekend to stream our event, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yay, brother, it's so good to see you, speaking of in chat. I hope you guys are ready for a little, travel. Hope I get to see you soon. Okay, time of the round is coming up here. Just a couple more minutes for these guys, but I understand why we're going slow here. I mean, these are the thinkers. These are the chonky turns. Dude, the marsh is in here. I need to play this. This is a coffee and bullshit note, guys. I need to coffee and bullshit on Sunday. I need to play FFTA because this is a card that I don't really think much of, but it's a legend from the set and it's got a lot of words on it. So it's a kind of card I would like to play. I would like to give it an honest shot and see if I can see what see if there's something to like about it. See if I like it. I did that with Prish on the first Coffee and Bullshit, and I really like that card. I think that card's really good. So, I mean, you know, sometimes I try something and I don't like it at all. Sometimes I try things and I'm pleasantly surprised, but I think the important part of Coffee and Bullshit is just forcing myself to try things, you know? So we're gonna try this marsh on Sunday. Sunday morning stream, we'll do a little FFTA, a little Evilise blend, maybe. Guys, also don't forget, if you want us to play your deck, if you've got a crazy idea and you've got some bullshit brewing, feel free to submit it to the Coffee and Bullshit channel in the Returners Hideout Discord. We've got the Coffee and Bullshit text channel. We are looking for user submitted decks that are a little bit jank and have at least like a one sentence or something game plan that you can tell me. If it's something like Windmill Slam, discard and go, or something like for Greg's deck here, I would say it's a mono water deck that abuses Thancred and Olmia and stuff to like take advantage of Urianger and Lightning inside of a mono water shell so that you can use Ash. And it's just like something I would literally just, honestly, that was way too long. I would just say Olmia stuff. Olmia stuff. That would get me there. You're like, it's an Olmia stuff. Yeah, just look at Olmia, read the Olmia, look at the deck, you'll get there. So it's like, okay, here, over here, Earth, Wind, Crystals, Prish, Final Fantasy XI stuff. So, crazy to think that by the time we get official news for the Materia Cups this Friday, historically, we would already be getting ready for the second Materia Cup in a week. Yeah, they are going to be very close together. They're not going to be on top of each other, and none of them are on back-to-back weekends. But I'm telling you right now, it is going to be a crowded May. It is going to be a crowded August. And probably everything in between. Ready to see the real grinders take the first one? Yeah. Yeah, dude, playing some cool new stuff. I think it'd be neat. I think the meta is in a really cool spot right now, and it'll be interesting to see. We have not had the first one ever before here in Raleigh, so it's going to be different for us for sure. We usually have the last one. So it is a little bit. I'm a little bit, but I kind of like. I like playing like the weird newer stuff or trying things out or going into like the first kind of Wild West event of the season. You guys know me. You know I love that kind of stuff. It's a little bit of a bummer for me for sure that that the first one is ours because I gotta host it. You know, we gotta stream it, we gotta host it, and so I don't get to play that. I don't get to do that like fun puzzle, but. I'm really excited to see what you guys do, and I will be living vicariously through each and every one of you, and I can't wait to showcase it all. So you're gonna have me like ooh ah ooh in the booth, getting all hyped as I see all your cool new ideas, because I will very much be living through you guys. May 9th, North Carolina? No way, brother. I'm going to see Bill Murray on May 9th. Why would I be fucking... I'm not playing cards on May 9th. Hell no, dog. I'll be at a concert. I'll be going chugga chugga. Chugga chugga. Chugga chugga. Alright, so we've got an awful lot of... Oh, this is time in the round, by the way. I should have called it on these guys. We've got a lot of forwards. I'm pretty sure it's Joe over here anyway, but, I did say 820, right? I did. Alright, I called time on him now. Oh, Muhammad, you're letting me get away with murder here. I owe you a hydrate. I did not sip on stream. I need to get a drink. Muhammad, I'll be right back. Gamers gaming. Gamers gaming. Oh my goodness, I did all of that and I forgot my fucking drink. Okay, I'm back, I'm here, and I'm sure this game is done. Let's look. No, they're still playing. Okay. Before I get to my Muhammad, let me see where we're at. Hold on, I gotta turn off the auto scroll. When did I say time T0? Wait, didn't I say? Oh yeah, time turn 0, by the way. Sorry, I typed it during Greg's turn. So then that was turn 1, turn 2, here, so this should be it. Although this should be it anyway. All right, Muhammad, cheers. I got my water right here. Glug, glug, glug. Delicious. I'm excited. Anybody listen to the band Bill Murray, man? Cody Snodgrass, my Final Fantasy homie from the Midwest, turned me on to Bill Murray, old Johnny, and Gabby Rose, my queen. And let me tell you, I love it, dude. It's great. So, I can't wait. I saw them just recently. I saw them in September, and now Bill Murray's coming back to Raleigh May 9th. So that's going to be an awesome concert. I can't wait to see that. Chris Adams is coming down to see that band with me, and it's going to be awesome. And then the weekend after, he's coming down again, just, you know, to hang out for reasons. So it'll be a good time. Going to round 3. Stuff and things. Okay. Oh look, they're popping out. All right, switching. No, pairing this round. There we are. Old Sandoria, baby. Kingdom of the Elves, or some such. Muhammad, oh, with the salute, brother, of course, no problem. And I will see you. I'm sure I will see you at some point in the near future. Oh, there's a person learning Octagon on Octagon. I love that. It says learning Octagon as a room name. Okay, results for this last round. Greg 7-4 over DJ. Connor 7-3 over Brian. Alright, now we go to round 3. Do. Alright, folks, pairings are up for the final round. Let's go. Get in there. You might try to make it out to the Materia Cup out here, Greg, you're saying? Hey, man, we would love to have you. You know, if you can make it. I hope that the time that we give you to make your plans is not too short. But we'd love to have you. We'd love to have you. I will say that tickets for our event and full details for our event will be going live on Friday. You need only wait 2 more days, folks. Keep your eye on Facebook on Friday. And the Discord, I'll post stuff when I know, when I have it. For that information, for the news, you can snag your tickets to our Materia Cup. It will be a 100-player cap again. And we will have 100 spots, and that will be that. So, alrighty, we are cruising into the final round here. Oh, let's see. We are going to be watching, I think, Connor's game. It's going to be Connor versus Greg. We get Greg. I mean, we really get everybody all 3 rounds, no matter how you slice it on the stream here, between Brian and Greg. So I think, oh no, sorry, DJ was the one playing the Earth Wind Crystals, right? That's what we want to see. Earth, Wind, Crystal. So I think it's DJ versus Brian is the last one we're watching here. Sorry. Table 1. Damn, guys, speaking of, I did not get to make my food tonight before stream. Man, the devil on my shoulders tell me we're just going to cookout, man. But I know I shouldn't. I know I should just make some food. Alright, table 1 is up. Let's pop on in. Ooh. Alright, here we are. Let's fire it up. We got DJ Brock the Killer from the Northeast, man. I absolutely love this guy. Miss him dearly, as I do all my brothers from the Northeast. And Brian on the right here. Okay. Let's get the names on the screen since the game's on the screen, and let's get into it. So we've got a no doubt Irving Diaz inspired, and whether or not that is, whether or not anyone admits it's true, I know it's true in your hearts, and I will give him the credit where it is due. Mr. Irving Diaz has been slamming Earth, Wind, Crystals, working so hard on those decks all through the end of last year. And he has been playing it a lot in the weekly and on Octagon here in the last few days, or last few weeks, I mean, rather. And now seeing another player picking up Earth, Wind, Crystals is cool to see. I think Crystals are just in a really good spot right now. I think a lot of people are excited to play with them and try them. The new Final Fantasy VII Crystal cards in all the elements that they're in. So mostly Wind and Ice, but there's also some Fire ones. I think they're all really fun to play with. I think they're pushing players in a lot of different and exciting directions. So we do go just Nordstalin into Dragoon backup here. We develop a crystal, we draw a card. 5 in hand, we might stop it there, we might play a third backup out, but we are definitely shy of the crystal start we like to see to get an early Bartz online. Kingdom of the Elves or some such. Should get that on a postcard. Hey, look, man. It's no secret where my loyalties lie. Okay, I'm a Bastock boy. I bleed blue. But I was like the Kingdom of the Elves. I was like, not really though, because they're not elves. They're Elvon, which are elves. I know. I'm actually myself or whatever. But you know, I'm sure they would be offended if we called them that. Bartz does get to his 3 crystals. 2 Lilties actually get us there. Very fun. 2 little chonk Lilties from My Life as a King making their debut here, getting crystals. Bartz enters and he finds a marsh, and we play Spiritus, which we get. We got Shantoto and Marsh. We play the Spiritus. So hold on, we ramp to 5 backups, and the Marsh comes down now. So he has haste because we have 2 or more backups, and we have 5 or more, so he can't be blocked by a forward that costs 3 or more. He just dealt damage to the opponent. We're opting to pay a crystal, and we draw 2 cards. Guys, maybe I don't even have to play this guy on Coffee and Bullshit to like him. I'm a little into it. And the Spiritus generates another one at the end of the turn. Guys, I mean, I might be a crystal player. Well, I did play crystals at Nats last year, so I guess I am a crystal player. But you know what I mean. I might be into. Might be where I'm hanging my hat at this Opus. I went to locals last night and I did get to check the first box off of my bingo card for this set, which was to play 2-drop Mog 6 full arts in a deck and have him be the star of the show, and it worked out great. So now I can move on from that. Hit him with the Moogle, the great Googly Moogly. Oh, we've got the Leo coming down to draw a card, and that's it. That's the turn. The turn is recovering from the Shantoto of turns prior. Oh no, sorry, that was Shantoto Leo, my bad. The Shantoto was that same turn. We Shantoto'd the, all that stuff we were just talking about. The Bards, the Marsh. So we Toto'd to reset the board and continue to build. And then we just slammed down a little Leo there. I don't know. Maybe like, excuse me, our hand was that bad. But I don't know if we had to go. I don't know if we had to go for the Leo there. Maybe. Just for the love of God, don't turn this Leo sideways into an empty board and EX. It looks like he's not going to give you an empty board anyway, though. Here comes another Marsh, maybe. Oh, we're playing an Emperor from our own Limit Break deck. Okay. So the Emperor, of course, says when cards are added to the opponent's hand from a break zone, draw a card, and if they search for one or more cards, draw a card. He is playing an Earth deck, so you figure there's probably a high chance that he is recurring things from the break zone. Also, you know that he's playing, I think this is the Golbez and some other stuff, right? Yeah, because the Final Fantasy IV. So he has the Rosa that can search the deck, the Golbez that can search the deck. So we're just looking for some ways to get value back and to slow him down a little bit if he does any of those things. Or rather, slow him down a bit by preventing him from doing those things, or get value if he does them anyway. Time to bump it on the trumpet, you know what I'm saying? You guys know. Dog, so I can hear Fram is getting very excited. He's been playing, oh my goodness, I just said that. Alex has been getting very excited. He's playing a lot of, Marathon. He's real into it. Oh no, it's the Cloud Song! No! He has a sword! No! Oh, he always gets 2 lines in before we get there. Alright, you know where we're going. It's Balam Garden. You know where we're going. Take me to the garden. Oh! There it is. We're back. Swordless. That's what I get for using all them free songs on the internet. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh ah, oh yeah. Prish, dude, I love this card. I like the art a lot, and the first time I was trying it on the Coffee and Bullshit stream, which, by the way, shameless self-plug, if you're not already checking out the VODs on Twitch or on our YouTube page, we have brought back Coffee and Bullshit 3 weeks in a row now, and I can't wait for the 4th. I've gotten up nice and early, quote-unquote, on a Sunday morning to hang out with my friend Irving and play some bullshit decks for you guys while we sip our coffee. So check out some episodes of Coffee and Bullshit, either on our YouTube or here on the Twitch, labeled as such. And you can see us play some different decks. We have user-submitted decks. If you are interested in submitting a deck that's a little bit bullshit for us to try out on stream, we have the Coffee and Bullshit channel in the Intel section in the Returners Hideout Discord. Feel free to drop it there. We always pick a couple user-submitted decks and maybe brew a little bit of bullshit of our own, and we have a great time doing it. So, bad cards, good vibes. That's what we're looking for. Anyway, I was trying, I guess maybe not always bad cards, but some definitely like bad decks. So I was trying an Oops All 11 Prish deck just to see if I liked this Prish at all. Turns out I kind of loved it. So I will probably be looking into playing it myself in like a Mono Earth Shell, and keeping that one on me. Keeping that Thang on me. Maybe a little walking around deck for those who know Chris Adams when he says that kind of stuff. But I think it's interesting to see it here and alongside the crystal stuff, because it really is just doing its own thing. It's not like you have the Emmet or anything to synergize with it, so it's interesting to see. Then Vaughn, of course, is just an ass beater. He's threatening a full board wipe here with 4 crystals, as 2 at a time he can do the 8 to the squad. It is going to be Golbez who is going to trigger here to search the deck for a monster and bring it in. I imagine we're gonna be doing something tame, like an X-Array. Yep, that's exactly it, dude. Come on. Come on. Who knows what he's talking about? Hey, we got the X-Array. X-Ray is gonna come down, and we're just gonna crack it for the 2. Knows what he's talking about. There's like 3 legal targets in the deck. Okay, Snugsy, calm down. But there is a Magic Pot thing that I would really have loved to see a little bit more. We did get to watch it do like the exact thing it wants to do with the Magic Pot in that first game, and I think that was kind of cool and crazy. Seeing like Golbez get Magic Pot, activate itself, break itself, do the Rosa again, and all that was really interesting to watch. But no Magic Pot coming out here, no way to really take advantage of it. We're going right for the neutral play, going for the X-Array. We get to activate a character when it comes in. Don't we get to... Oh, choose a character, dull or activate it, and we dulled the Prish. Okay, interesting. Why not, like, activate one of your backups? Alright, so we do have Bartz. Bartz hits 2 backups, but at least he puts them into our hand. Doesn't matter that he can't really play them on the field. And he's ready to just do his thing here. Oh, free cast Alexander to just kill the Golbez, or we could kill... No, you don't do the X-Ray because it'll just draw the 2 cards, and it's not like it's doing anything. You can't attack or block. Kill the Golbez here, go into attack phase. Just attack with the Bond, generate another crystal. Are you going to let him chump here? It's better than spending 2 crystals on a Leo, so sure. He might not even chump, he might just go to take the damage. Hey, Mayhung, how's it going? I also love the Crystal Love lately, and this is Earth Wind Crystals is kind of like an Irving Diaz unique. At least he's like the only one who's been doing that stuff for a long time now, and it's really neat to see. Like, it looks like it has a couple different versions to it. It looks like it's performing really well. He's been playing that. Fire Wind is I took Fire Wind Crystals to Nats last year and thought it was really good even then. So it's cool. I mean, I think it's got... I think it was a underplayed element combination for crystals, and I think crystals have a lot of heat in Cyan and Vaughn. And so I do think that adding just a couple more cards to kind of juice up the crystals, the Yuffie is a huge one, but just a couple more cards there that really rounded out what the... took the worst slots and made them better cards. I think that deck's in a really good spot. Yeah, it feels really good. And you pretty much can't go wrong with any of the ice combos either, man, because those remnants are crazy. Yeah, I just love that there's so many ways to build it right now. There's nothing wrong, no wrong way to do it, really. And if you think you have found the wrong way to do it, again, please submit your ideas to Coffee and Bullshit so we can play them on Sunday. Ooh, Lilty and Norstalen, Pitch of the Monk, the 4 CP play here. On a forward, no, we're actually untapping and taking it back. I was gonna say this is gonna be like a neutral limit break play. That doesn't make a lot of sense. No, it is. We're just gonna do it without tapping backups. It's going to be Zidane. We're gonna see the top 2 cards of his deck, and I guess maybe we're hoping if we draw a card, we can play it off the backups, or no, I don't know. He's got to have a follow-up play here, maybe. I mean, you can always use Scholar or something like that with your active backups. No, we're floating 5 active backups there instead of just pitching the cards. Interesting. I mean, to get to 5 cards in hand and not have to discard down at the end of the turn, surely there's something better to do. But I mean, I don't know. He's in a good spot. He's in a really good spot. The Shantoto has already wiped the board. She's in play, so you can't play another one. You can't do it again. You can kind of go as wide as you want. He's going to have a Neo X Death to reset this, and at that point, he has spent his entire turn to do such, and you're kind of fine with it. Next turn, you just keep doing your thing. So yeah, I guess maybe, that's fine. Effectively, better than draw pass, discard down. What are we playing here? So we've got a lot of forwards to deal with, and we're playing... I mean, we've got every color of the goddamn rainbow in this deck. There's ice, there's earth, there's wind, there's water, but... we're playing this Golbez Final Fantasy IV deck, and we've got a wide opponent board to deal with. How do we deal with it? We've already used Shantoto. What do we do now? Do we have removal that gets rid of more than one guy? I don't think we do. Golbez himself doesn't find any removal. He just finds, like, efficient plays and neutral plays. Rosa doesn't find any removal. She just finds... Well, she does find removal. She finds the Final Fantasy IV Edge, I guess. But, again, she's more of a setup thing, more of a value thing. So I guess we'll see it now. Whatever kind of big bombastic removal play we can find, or if we can do something good with the twins, it's time to reveal it right now. So Rosa is searching for a Category 4 character. It is going to be Hooded Man. Looks like we're going to be playing the Hooded Man right off of the Rosa. If we have a cane or something in our hand, we did have a cane. We're removing it from our hand from the game. So we get to activate all of our backups and draw a card. Okay, sure. I mean, we're like matching his wideness. The problem is our opponent has Vaughn. Like, our opponent is sitting on this. We have to kill this right now, dude. Magic Pot the cane and to the new one and break it forward. Maybe. I mean, we have to play this Golbez. This is what we have to do. The Golbez has to come in, which we just did. He's going to go get a different monster. We're going to play it, activate the Magic Pot, use the Earth backup to crack the Magic Pot to break the Hooded Man. Oh no, he's not Kane. You can't go get Kane with him. He isn't a Kane. Alright, so we played a second Magic Pot. Okay, we're doing the thing again, folks. We're doing the thing again, folks. Magic Pot. Okay. Magic Pot enters the field, triggers Golbez. Golbez targets the monster, targets a character to activate, activates a Magic Pot. We're using Sid Palandina on the Magic Pot. We're putting Rosa in the break zone. Now we're going to play another Rosa. So again, I think this is like a really expensive 4CP Renoa, but it's cool as hell. Alright, Rosa comes down. This art is sick also, dude. She's knocking that arrow of light on her bow. Man, cool art. Cool stuff. This Rosa comes down. She's going to search for another Category 4 forward. It might be Edge this time, because you can just snap a guy off. Because again, the thing is, oh, that's so cool. Oh, wow, look at all your forwards. Okay, if the Vaughn sticks, you lose your board. So we've got to kill Vaughn. He's living a life of crime. If we don't have a way to kill Vaughn, Vaughn can just 8k the board next turn, and that's before we use Life of Crime. So here comes the Edge. This is what we got to do. You control 4 more Category 4 characters, break it. So we choose the Vaughn. And he definitely has more than 4 Category 4 characters. He's got 3 right on the backup line. So you'd have to get rid of all 4 of these forward characters to stop it. So sure, you let your Vaughn go, and you're playing Earth, Wind, so you play your Noctis out of Limit Break, and you go get your Vaughn back. Oh, or you Sylph! You choose a forward, it can't be chosen by your opponent's abilities until the end of the turn. Okay. Sure. We had an instant speed protection summon. How about that? He's cracking X-Ray. He's looking for the Edge S ability, because we can play it with Shantoto if we draw an Edge. So we crack X-Ray. We draw 2 cards here. And we are spending the crystal, I guess. So we're drawing a card too. Wait, he did. He moved the water crystal. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I don't know that we needed to do that, because I think we liked having 3 crystals, but again, we'll have time to generate them this next turn. Kuja coming down, yeah, that's pretty good too. Yeah, no, sure. The thing is, Kuja can freeze Vaughn, but Vaughn doesn't need to attack to use his action ability. And if we just draw an Earth card, we have enough crystals guaranteed. No, so yeah, we're gonna just dull Kuja to dull Bartz. Okay. Attacking with Hooded Man. Sure, we just take it. Leko Haboka. Pretty cool. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba. Okay, so we've attacked with the Hooded Man. We got through, dealt damage too, and then pass a turn. He activates our other forwards. He doesn't even activate the Kuja, huh? Oh wait, he doesn't do that. Who did that? Who done did that? Oh, Edward did it. Cool. Yeah, at the end of the turn, we chose our forward Kuja and activated him. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, so we'll dull Kuja to dull Vaughn, but it doesn't matter because we can just crack off. Oh, we Shadow Lorded, and I guess we said Genome, which somehow doesn't kill the Zidane. That's pretty good. Okay, so the old Final Fantasy XI Shadow Lord has come down here. And now Marsh, dude, who can't be blocked by forwards of 3 or more. Has the ability to let us draw. Has a bunch of cool stuff going on. Wow, he can't be blocked by any of these guys, huh? 5, 6, and 4. Wow, yeah, okay. Here comes Marsh. Is he gonna connect? Now, this is really interesting. I mean, I would have just wiped their board. Star Civil, sure. Now he goes and gets a what? It only searches Shantoto, I think. Yeah, Shantoto. Yeah, I mean, I guess you play Star Civil and you always EX burst it, but he pays the crystal. He draws 2 cards with Marsh. Now you have this backup that gains a crystal, and you have this backup that gains a crystal. I maybe would have liked to have gained 2 crystals. I know it's breaking 2 backups. But then you use all 4 of them. You kill everything on the board except for the one guy. You get the crystal back at the end of the turn anyway. It's okay. There's some cool stuff going on here, man. Brian, you got a cool deck. Hey, nice deck. So we got the old Shadow Lord himself. Just coming down, laying down the law. Marsh actually has been putting in work this game, and I'm a little bit of a believer just seeing round 3 here tonight. Nothing like admiring another man's deck. Hey, look, when you gotta, you know, game recognized game type of thing. I'm not above it. Oh, okay, so we get the Dark Knight Cecil. He comes down here. We have to remove 3 forwards in the break zone from the game, no problem. When you do so, choose a character, dull it, and freeze it, and your opponent discards a card. Cool. And then when he's put from the field to the break zone, you can just play another Cecil, which is always a little, I mean, that is a little crazy that he can just plays another dude out of the deck. And so he's going to try to dull freeze this Marsh, man. That's respect right there. Are we considering Sylphing it? I mean, that's a win condition if we keep that guy alive. He has to stop it because he's at 6 damage. Do we have a Sylph? We do not. The Dull Freeze resolves. We discard a card. This one's actually getting kind of close, folks. The thing is, I think Brian's going to be able to buy himself a turn. But look at the board. It's not going to get smaller much easier, much faster, or very easily. And he only needs to get through one more point of damage. I mean, it's just like a war of attrition where my man DJ can just turn 6 of these forwards sideways. And what's Brian going to do about it? I mean, he just doesn't have the combat power, right? And we just totaled the values up. You don't have the numbers. You don't have the cards. The Steiner Mat situation over here. We just gotta end it. So, I mean, we're staring at the same problem, right? I mean, let's scroll up. Let's look at what we even did with our turn here. Yeah, we magic potted. We got the Cecil. Yeah, not a whole lot. Like, we magic potted this guy and we dull froze the thing, and then that was basically our turn. So now when DJ gets to play out this Edge, which is cool. Remember, Edge, he actually played him. He cast him straight up, so he gets all 3 effects. He gets to give a forward plus 2k till the end of the turn. He gets to remove 2 cards from the game, and he also has haste until the end of the turn. So he did pump himself, so he's a 9k. And we're just going to swing in all the 9s over the top here. Like I said, we just don't have the numbers. We don't have the power. 8, 8, 6, 8. Bards comes over top, clean 9. Blocked by one of those 8s. Now Cecil Paladin comes in. And he does have 2 different abilities here. So he gets to draw a card when he enters, because we do have a Dark Knight in the break zone. And then, of course, he will also, when he sees another forward go to the break zone this turn, he will shoot something for 7,000 power. So if he, let's say Brian attacks with another one of these forwards, and then we see, oh, sorry, I'm trying to see what's happening here. He's splitting damage. Wait, where did all that damage come from? Oh, they're just putting like block and stuff damage on the people. I think. Okay. Sorry, guys. I got hung up on that for a second. Yeah, if he attacks and then he blocks with one of these smaller dudes, he still gets another Cecil trigger, so you just could start kind of gunning this stuff down. But again, I mean, he does that by chumping out his guys in a world where he is like, he's looking at a board of 8 guys. Alright, so we are going to declare an attack with Bond. Bond gains the crystal. We actually don't opt to 4K everything here, which is interesting. For the trade-ups, but it's fine. I don't think there's actually even anything that punches. It's punching down. So Prish is gonna go in and... Oh, did we actually use Prish's S ability there? We sure did. We used Psycho Anima. Wait, that's so cool. Wait, dude. I didn't even read her S ability, dude. I mean, okay, so people who don't play Final Fantasy XI aren't gonna care. But her S ability is Psycho Anima, which is neat. It's a reference to an item that you use. And it gives her, she can't be broken until the end of the turn. That's interesting. I don't know why that flavor is a little interesting to me, but it is cool that they used like an item from COP. Huh. Do you think that he knows that Final Fantasy IV wasn't the actual Final Fantasy? I don't think he does, man. I don't think he does. Oh, Seymour Butts. Mr. Butts is here. We'll be, I'm sure, paying for Mr. Butts in short order. Yeah, we are dull freezing Prish and Bartz, and we are deleting Marsh. Oh, we're just replaying it to fix it there, I think. Okay. The Marsh is on the field, everybody's frozen, and we just go to end phase. We pass it back to our friend. Oh no, this was our turn. Dude, so Brian only has 5 cards left in his deck, and he has to figure out a way to deal 5 points of damage. I mean, he has 2 attackers right now, and we'll see if this sticks around. One of them is Zeromus, which can be annoying to remove, but... Alright, so we're playing Mach here. Mach going to give our boy Brave until the end of the turn and plus 1k, attacking with a 8k Brave Edge? Question mark? Oh, because we can pump it and he's afraid. Okay. Well, he has to block, right? He's at 6 damage, so... pretty big threat. And we're basically saying, like, Seymour must dull freeze the Marsh every turn in order for the game to not just be over. Letting the Seymour stick's a little tricky, but what else are you gonna do, man? Zeromus in a crystal meta feels a lot worse. Look, I gotta tell you, I don't like the guy ever. But yeah, I agree. This black belt. Dude's like she's like a rock. Theodore. Yeah. Theodore enters the field. We are dulling 3 active Final Fantasy IV characters. Sure are. Cecil, Edward, and Harley. And we get to break a character. We're gonna break Mont here. We'll be attacking with Seymour paying the 1, freezing the forwards, and then we get to activate our boy Theodore at the end of the turn. Oh, we go to attacks and he activates anyway. Never mind. We'll activate our boy Seymour at the end of the turn. All right, here we go. Freezing those 2 forwards and probably saying discard a card. Yeah. Oh, we let him do it even though Sylph was in the hand. Couldn't we have just Sylphed the Marsh and win? Am I missing something there? Don't we win the game? It had to be no wind card in hand, right? Sure, Robo Akbel will kill Seymour, and it's just like crazy that this card hasn't, like, that Marsh is on the field and hasn't ended the game yet. But I mean, we're literally gonna deck Brian before it matters. He's got, this is his last turn, and he cannot possibly deal 4 points of damage. The game is over. I'm sorry I don't have the, I usually have this thing pulled up a little more. He's literally out of deck, man. He's got 1 card left. This is his last turn. This is over, dude. My man DJ takes it here. The Clappa. So I think I have my favorite thing where there's 3-2-1s or whatever the fuck happens when you do round robins. Hope y'all are ready for tiebreakers to matter. Because I can't do a 3-way tiebreaker. So we'll see what the system says. Damage dealt and received will matter. Alright. It's crazy that I'm going to see Hunter Nance in Japan before I get to see the FSTCG Familia. Oh, you're going to be in Japan, Grebe? That's pretty cool. Is Connor 3-0? Is he? Oh yeah, he sure was. I'm sorry, you're right. Just kidding. I'm an idiot. Alright. DJ got his 7-3 over Brian. Connor is 7-2 over Mr. Greg. And Mr. Finnegan is gonna win again with the Crystals deck, dude. A different Crystals deck than the one we're seeing here. That one, he's got the Ice Boys, the Remnants in it. I think those Remnants are really strong. I think people are gonna continue to see those cards see a lot of play as we watch more games and more tournaments this year. Speaking of tournaments this year, please look forward to announcements on Friday from Game Theory about the ticket sales for the first Materia Cup. Materia Cup locations and dates are going to be posted by Square Enix on Friday. We are going to immediately have our tickets available for the event because we are hosting the first Materia Cup and we don't have enough time. We would like to give you guys as much time as possible, but we have been told when we can tell you when. You'll be posting the link for tickets in the Discord. So here's the thing. I will, but I am not the guy who posts the link. Like, I am not in charge of the tickets. So, like, I'll get around to it when I see that it's gone up. Like, one of you may very well see it before me and could also maybe drop the link for whoever else in the Discord if it's not dropped already. Like, to be clear, the store does it. I don't do it. So I don't know. I'm not in charge of when they will put it. I think the store has maybe communicated a time, or they try to be fair. They don't, like, shadow drop things. So I mean, like, hey, I'll try to be helpful. I mean, I get it, brother, but that's where it's happening, man. So that's where Final Fantasy makes their official announcements. That's where Game Theory is making the announcement. I hear you, but I can't be, like, responsible for making sure everybody finds out the information at the same time. It's not my info. I'm just, like, a messenger. I don't want you to lean on me and then I'm, like, at work when they do it or doing God knows what, being a degenerate on my Friday night. Most likely I'm up billions of feet in the sky fighting gods in a 20-year-old MMORPG and I'm not paying much attention. So I'll post it when I see it. I'm just telling you, please, if you really are interested in going, paying attention is the best thing you can do. I'm sure it will be posted not just on Facebook by other excited individuals. I just don't want to sound like I am in charge of the link or can give you the link or know even what the link's going to be. Because you know what the one thing about it is? I don't have to buy a ticket. So I don't know much about how that... I've never bought a ticket, in fact, to the Raleigh Materia Cup. So I don't know what the store selling tickets is even really like. But I'm here to support you guys. So that event is happening. It is happening next month. I'm not supposed to say, I guess, exactly the day. But, man... the time of the month that it is right now sure seems like a fun time. Alright, folks, look forward to that information on Friday. On Sunday morning, me and Irving Diaz will be doing more coffee and bullshit. If you have a fun deck or a bullshit idea or some jank and you would like us to try it out, please post it in the Coffee and Bullshit channel in the Discord. Otherwise, that's it for us this week. We are all done. We will see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you. Take care. Ta-ta. Farewell. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Ta-ta.